So if we can picture that scene in the gospel, we can see how it would go from doubt to joy. That there's Mary at home doing whatever young betrothed women did in the home at that point. And the angel appears. Says, Mary, we want you to have God's baby. And Mary said, right. I don't see how this is possibly going to happen. The angel said, trust God on this. If it's God, you got to believe He's got it worked out, right, Mary? Mary said, okay, well, I don't understand, but since it's God, all right, I'll trust. And then later on in the gospel, we have Mary who goes to visit her cousin Elizabeth, and there are these two women greeting each other, and you can just picture that. Mary's all excited. I'm pregnant and it's a miracle. And Elizabeth says, I'm pregnant and it's a miracle. And they were all excited because miraculous pregnancies. Yay! Whenever there is an announcement, when a woman or a couple announce that they are pregnant, they are expecting, it's an exciting time. Yes, there are some doubts, some uncertainties that come in, but much more, it's joyous. There's expectation. There's hope. There's planning for the future. There's dreams. Many years ago in one of my parishes, I was trying to explain to them what Advent was really about, because so many of them still had not made the distinction how Advent is different from Lent. And so I said, well, think of it this way. In Advent, we as a church are pregnant. We are expecting. And all of the emotions that come along with that expecting. That's the way Advent is supposed to be for us. Not sorrow for our sins, but being aware of incredible gifts from God, the power to share life. Advent is a time for us to be in awe. And Advent comes around each year. And we're invited to hear the same stories and to enter into that same spirit. And yet I'm not sure if in all of this we ever stop to consider there are many, probably several right here in our midst, for whom this Advent story might take on a different meaning. It might trigger some less positive emotions than joy or expectation. There are some among us, and unfortunately it's probably not as uncommon as we think. There are some of you who have had to deal with a miscarriage. You have had that early excitement of the announcement of life within you. And then, for whatever reason, things did not work out according to your plans. And there are others of you who possibly have wanted so much to be able to proclaim that tiding of great joy. But you just have never been able to get pregnant, no matter how hard you have tried. And for those of you that fit into those categories, I don't think it's something that gets talked about a lot. From what I've read, it's something that raises doubts in the mind of the woman, or sometimes even her spouse. Did I do something wrong? Why me? Why us? Maybe even that doubt is my spouse going to leave me because of this. It can be a lonely time. The rest of us, we don't know what to say. There don't seem to be a lot of programs available for helping those who are grieving either infertility or miscarriage. And I'm not trying to throw a bucket of water on our Advent or our Christmas celebration by any means. I'm just inviting us to be aware when we hear these stories that for many of our brothers and sisters, there's another side. And so I hope that during the remainder of Advent and into Christmas, we can keep these people in our prayers. They're, whether we know who they are or not, they are nevertheless our siblings, our brothers and sisters in the Lord. And I don't really know if I could even guess how painful something like this might be for those people. Emmanuel will be born in each of us this Christmas, but many among us will continue to feel the uncertainty of waiting long after the holidays are over. And this last paragraph was just something that I found in a reflection that I had read. May we celebrate this Advent with leaps of joy for the Marys in our community who are great with child, and embrace the Sarahs and Hannahs in our midst who have yet to conceive. May we, like the shepherds, be guided by heavenly hosts on our journey to once again welcome the light that no darkness or pain can ever overcome. May we reflect that light to each other as together we await the birth of eternal hope. God bless us all, but especially if the holidays are painful for you.